Hiya Stephen, great to meet up with you at the range yesterday and do some work on your game. Let's just recap on the session that we had. First of all, when we look at your swing, we're talking about your inability to hit a draw, and you're almost settling for the fade that you're not 100% happy with, which is not the ideal solution for long-term enjoyment of your golf. First thing we notice is, and the thing that we discussed, is the club stays on the line for quite a long period of time. So the club takes a low, straight takeaway. Whenever that happens, we can see that the arm gets away from us and disconnects from the body. So there's a little bit of disconnection at this point. Whenever the club stays on the line, the shoulder angle tends to be quite flat and the arm plane tends to be quite upright. So what we've got now is we've got two or three things going on. We've got a little shift off the ball to the right. We've got shoulders that are working on a relatively flat plane. And we've got arms that are working on a relatively upright plane. We've got quite a bold left wrist position, and we've got a very shut club face, which is laid off. So we then took a little look at Hunter Mahan, and the thing we noticed first of all was that during his takeaway, the club starts to elevate a little bit sooner. The club head certainly doesn't stay on the line. You can see it working on the inside straight away. And initially, the relationship he has between arms and club is the arms are in and the club's out. This is brought around mainly because he works the left shoulder down a little bit sooner during his takeaway, but that is a nice checkpoint for you. We want to get the arms in and keep the club out. That in turn gets Hunter Mahan at the top of the backswing in a relatively orthodox looking position, but when we look closer at it, what we actually see is that the arm swing and the shoulder plane are very, very similar. But what he has done is he's tilted the shoulders a little bit more during the takeaway, and as a result he has a one plane swing that looks a little bit more upright than most people's attempts at it. The important thing, however, here is that the arms never leave the rib cage. He's got a very connected backswing. So what we did first of all, just to keep things simple, after discussing ball flight and the importance of understanding that the ball starts in the general direction of the club face and bends away from the path, we then started to work on the pressure points. We've placed a pen under each arm, so the arms are definitely connected to the rib cage. And you can see now as you take the club back, the club tends to work up a little bit sooner, works back inside a little bit more, and then as we approach the top of the backswing now, we've got a much more compact looking swing. We've got an arm swing and a shoulder plane that complement one another, and a much more neutral looking club face at the top. As a result, as we come through, because we now understand ball flight better, we're not trying to release the club quite as much, and as a result we're much quieter through the hitting area than what we see over on the left hand side, where we're trying to release it. But unfortunately, as we release it, we close the club down, the ball starts further left than normal, and then if we don't swing across it, we're going to end up hooking it to the left. With the arms more connected to the body, instead of seeing a very high exit position like we see here on the left hand side, where the arms are coming out above the left shoulder, we start to see the club and the arms turning the corner better down at the bottom, and you can see now that the hands are exiting just beneath the left shoulder with a much less of a rotation of the club face as you come through. So all in all, a more efficient way of swinging a golf club. It does seem a little bit contrived at first when you've got the arms connected to the rib cage using the pens, but as you get get better at doing it and you get more acquainted with the movement, it starts to look a lot more natural. So stay connected for now, keep thinking in terms of the arms in, and keep the hands very quiet as you're coming through the hitting area. Good luck with it, and I'll see you on the 16th. Well done.